That is that mask though. Like, what is that? Like, it's just creepy. Hey, hey.
My friend, he's just a little, well... I agree, sir. I completely agree.
I I wonder if Spiral's still on, because then I could probably talk to him with my character. And nope, he not here. He gone.
Nope. He's gone.
Yeah, he gone. He's gone.
I'm gonna
He's
get
gone
into town,
alright.
make up for lost time. Oh.
Alright. I am gonna head out. I'm done. I'm tired. I've ended the stream.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like weakness.
Oh
You
god.
know what else sounds like weakness?
It's him.
It's him.
Oh.
Which him is it?
You know what else sounds like weakness, Zeke?
We found Neil.
Wait, you found who?
Elias. My name is Elias. I'm just heading to my bed for the farmer. Mr. Tang, is that you? I can recognize that mask.
It
You
is.
were. I was just heading off from the soup kitchen to the farm where I don't know if you know him, but Mr. Harry has been nice enough to let me have a nightly bed. Just so long as I... Well, he didn't set the condition, but
Do work.
he's not even asking for that much. Being honest, he looked rather crestfallen when I asked him, and he just agreed immediately. Well, that was a few days ago. I don't know if he'll change his mind. If he asks for work, I'll gladly capitulate, but I'll take what I can get at this point.
I'm so glad that you have a place that you can rest.
By the way, I'm wondering, has anything come of the arrangement for your workshop? Have you found out anything?
I found suitable arrangements. The only problem is actually making products that people will be interested in. For now, I'm just putting together knickknacks and tiny gadgets.
What is that?
Flick the small lever on the top 3 times and you'll see what happens. Flick it with your thumb like this. It's a little switch. Every time you press the switch, there is a small weight on the inside of this metal cage that continues to spin and move. Each time you hit the switch, it goes a little bit faster, and a little bit faster until it spins up to speed.
Well, that's interesting.
As it spins, it stays upright, no matter where you put it or how you hold your hand.
That's quite
It's a
amusing.
stabilizing top.
I haven't seen anything like that before. I should give that back to you before I drop it or anything. It doesn't. It looks, well, I'm not sure how fragile it is, but huh.
He puts it on his finger and it continues spinning, even though he's holding his hand sideways. It's relatively durable. I made it out of metallic materials. That way it's able to actually keep moving.
How many?
It only works with weight.
And that's. I can hardly conceive how you figured to make that. But even though I'm not an expert, that's quite amazing. But I don't know how.
When I was attempting to ruminate over a couple of ideas, I got bored, flung a couple of things on the table, and one of the coins began to spin. I was wondering how I did that, so I did a little bit of research.
I did that when I was younger. You take the coin and you hold it by both sides and you spin it. And, well, that I do know this much. It was able to spin on the little on what little it was able to touch on the table, but...
But then I had the thought, what would happen if you were able to focus all of that spinning force into a single point?
Huh.
So, I suspended a spinning weight in a cage, and made a small apparatus on top of it to spin it. As it spins, it stays up. The faster it spins, the more stable it is.
That's quite brilliant. You just have to... I don't know if I should... I'm just gonna say is if you could apply that to something... Well, if you apply that to something practical that will solve somebody's problem, it would... I don't know if you were to say, I don't know, make something that could wake somebody up in the morning or something. I don't know, but I'd surely...
that's just a clock.
Well, yes, but clocks are quite expensive. Actually, that was the... I'm sure he'll be back.
There's a reason why. Clocks are just made of gear mechanisms. They have a spring inside that makes the gears tick by. Each time the gear rotates, it's about a second. turns the mechanism, and keeps track of how many turns it's done. That's how a clock works.
Oh. Well... The only time I've seen a clock in person was when I was at a noble's.
Marco had one in his shop. Really? How big was it?
It's about the size of two of my fists put together. But whenever, even if I just reached out to it, they told me don't touch it. If it's surely it's an expensive item. What I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Tang, is that if you were able to make maybe a cheaper, maybe a clock that was more affordable, not just for nobles, because a clock is indeed a useful device, but only so few are able to access it.
Mostly because of the delicate means in which to use them. There are ways to track time. Those that don't actually involve fine moving objects. But if you want to be exact, then things like that are necessary. The reason why it's so popular with nobles is because it's a novelty to them. For some, it makes their work more accurate. But
I wish I had more ideas for you, but this is definitely not my fields.
I saw a plan for something known as a water clock. It's relatively simple and definitely more durable than what would normally be considered. But it is still, to my knowledge, pretty expensive.
I see. I can't think of anything else that would solve an everyday problem that people would have. But I'm sure you've thought on this subject day and night. Because if you created something that people would have to have,
then it would be a very good thing to have at the stall. But for now, trinkets and knickknacks are what I was thinking of. Things that are entertaining to have. Something to occupy one's time. The usefulness can come after I have access to more resources. If I have the resources to make them, I will do what I can to make them affordable.
Like, what kind of resources?
It's very difficult to make precision goods with wood.
Hello.
Luckily, we have access to metal now.
Hi. Oh, Miss Marin, thank you again for your work with the soup kitchen. It's deeply appreciated, and I'll always keep saying it. You as well. I've been so fortunate with everything that's gone on around here. There's still people that still brave out their own trials, and they still give with what they have left.
For some, it takes a whole lot worse to make a good person.
What do you... I'm not sure I understand what you mean, but...
To put it simply, those who have suffered the most are usually the most generous.
Well... That or...
Because they know how bad it can be.
I would say either that or the most hardened, Mr. Tang.
The coin flip, depending on which you get. And sometimes it's hard to figure out the two.
I guess that's where the coin lands when it stops spinning long enough to see.
Exactly.
I didn't drop my...
I'm going to check on someone, but...
I
I'm glad
appreciate
to see that you're doing well.
I'm doing best I can, Mr. Tang, and I'll continue to do so. I greatly appreciate it.
If I ever actually get my stall up and running, feel free to stop by. I might have a trinket for you to test out, or play with.
Well, sure, sure. I mean,
Only if you feel like it.
I mean,
You should have a moment of revelry every now and then.
Mr. Tang, please forgive me for being forward, but you did say before that you might have work for me if you had your stall, if your stall came to be.
I would. If you would assist me in selling my designs, or at least be able to put them together, I would be more than willing to give you half of whatever I make.
Half. Right. I'll speak more on this later, Mr. Tang. I'm sure I'm not going to keep you. I appreciate it very much. Please have a good night.
You as well.
Sorry, you have to be the target of that. If you,
No, what?
just saying, if you remember any faces, times around America just come out of nowhere, just him in the ass. Saying, possibly happen.
Yeah. You need a late night drink, sir?
No, I'm fine. Just getting nice. Oh, never mind.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry if there were any leftovers, even if it's just a few morsels.
What moral?
Stew. Alright. Yeah. There should
Even
still
even
be
if it's
some. Oh, hello, miss.
Hello.
even if it's just the gristle, I'll take anything I can get.
I'll give you a good example.
Alright.
I just want water.
And provided security would be a nice bonus.
Okay, I can help you faster, so I'll get you water. That'll be 10 copper, ma'am.
Oh no! Don't climb into her kitchen. She's working. She's working.
There you go, ma'am.
Here, you should go.
Thank you.
Mm.
Oh, no.
This
Fucking hilarious that the imps treat me better than half of the residents here.
Nothing like
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, ma'am. I was just trying to keep this.
No, I was mumbling to myself.
Right.
Okay, I got mostly a full bowl. It's the
I
last
appreciate
part
it.
that's a little thicker than the rest of the stew.
I
Got
deeply
20 copper?
That's good.
10 copper?
I can do 10 copper.
Alright. Cool.
I will be right back.
Actually,
Tori, I'll buy a bloody anchor from you. I'll be right back. I need to get some soap from the bathhouse. Cleaning.
alright.
How much coin? I'll just leave it here on the counter.
I think it's like 50.
There we go. I will be back momentarily.
It's 40, so yeah, okay.
Oh,
I haven't had a bath in
Thank
a
you.
while.
Yep. I'll take the 40. There we go. Leave the 10 there.
That was good. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed.
It was very good. It's Gerblum's cooking, right? I haven't seen the man around, but I could taste his stew. I used to do it. I used to enjoy it more often when I was
He's
doing better.
feeling better now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was worried the man was unwell. I just haven't seen him in a while.
He's old, man. He had some old creakies and stuff happening, so he was resting. He's good
I
now.
see. Well, tell him that Elias gives regards if it matters. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that little dog keeps trying to sneak into your kitchen.
Yeah, hold on. I got this. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Scrape the sides of what's left of the stew. Just
I've
like
always
the
wondered.
crusty bits.
I've always wondered what it'd be like to look through
Here you go.
the eyes of such a being.
Take this one. Good boy. I'll stand around until Boer guy's back.
Does look quite cheerful. You haven't a worry in the world, have you? Hmm. My lantern.
A little bit of late night
Your
cleaning.
drink and your
careless of me.
extra 10 copper.
Thank
Kimchi,
you
can
very much,
you move down
Shorty.
to NPC2, please?
I just remembered I have some street to clean after all that. After a few people being numbskulls. So that's going to be my night.
Oh. Sorry, man.
Not your fault. I blame you.
Oh, Leo! How you, Leo? I've missed him. I haven't seen him in so long.
He's back here.
He's back? Oh, that is good.
Shouldn't bother him right now. Is it busy in there? No. Well, that's good.
Welcome, welcome.
I just letting you know, like right now, miss. It's just going to be a bath. Just a bath, please.
Oh, of course. Do you require any soaps?
No, just a soak will do. Thank you.
Alright. Feel free to let me know if you need anything else.
Right, of course. Actually, no, that should be fine.
I know that look.
Daddy.
What's up?
Just,
How are you doing?
Certainly been better.
Did worry me the other day.
A little bit of trouble again. How do I explain this? I found Vizier unconscious in an alley today.
What?
I don't know what happened. As far as I know, he's still at the clinic.
mean-
I don't know if he's woken up or not.
I saw him. Brian and I saw him run in
Maybe-
one direction at some point later in the day, but that was
Maybe I
me.
can scrub the filth off with my hands.
He managed to give her the slip.
Might be good for now. Prior to keep a little distance. For now.
I will pass along the warning and try to insist.
Part of the
We're
trouble
gonna keep
targeting
worrying.
him. Some of the trouble targeting him may also target me as well. The captain and lieutenant are not very happy with me. So, I am going to have to keep my distance as well. From ladies here.
What kind of trouble are you getting yourself into?
You don't know. The captain's been paranoid. He thinks someone's out to betray Lord Sarkozy and, I just don't see it. Freaking out because one of our guards died a few days ago and the storehouse burned. All of them seem to be looking at Vizier. And because I protect him and spend all day with him, I'm lumped in.
You're guilty by association.
Even though Lord Sarkozy was the one who told me to protect him. The captain and I have never really seen eye to eye.
If it offers any sense of peace is the wrong word. If you need a place to be, this place has one entrance and exit. I don't
I'll
think
keep that in
anybody would
mind.
assume much if you came to the bathhouse. So you don't have to be
Aye.
as much of a stranger, okay?
I'll keep that in mind. I just, I don't want, the captain to start looking this way for trouble.
And I appreciate that. Obviously, we don't want any unnecessary trouble, but, I mean, what could he think bathhouse workers would be up to?
Yeah. I've been
I don't
questioning
even think
every
I've
bit
met
of
this
his...
Sarkozy.
He's, the captain is, well, Sarkozy is my actual boss.
Oh,
but,
sorry, your captain, yeah.
My captain, on the other hand, is... I don't know. He hasn't been thinking rationally, and there's not much I can do about, bringing that up without him knowing and getting upset.
Fair enough. Well, don't you go worrying me like that again. Feel free to come in if you need a respite. Like I said,
Keep that
most
in
people
mind.
don't come in here to start trouble. We have enough protection, that's it. Would be a very bad idea.
That's my hope. Is that, with you having the protection of the guards here in Natas, any trouble targeting me in Vizier doesn't catch you all here. But,
We have
know
a lot
Briar
of
likes to-
protection.
I
Yes,
know
she
Briar
does like
likes
to run
spend the
off.
night
I
with
will.
him.
Yes, I will extend the warning to her, definitely. But I also cannot control her, so
Of course.
the
I'll do my
compromise
best to
I will
protect her
make.
as well.
Thank you. Then the compromise I can make is to make sure she's not running anywhere alone. I try, but I can't be everything.
You're a good person, Ari.
Oh, thank you for thinking so. Nah, just I
Get
don't
back
like
to
to
the
see
vineyard
bad
before
things
I
happen
missed.
to good people. Okay. Well, allow me to give you a little gift. Oh, what a warning. Sorry. Mm. Thank you. And thank you for your protection over the ladies. Wish
course.
Vizier well. I could not stand to see Briar heartbroken over another loss.
I'll make sure his head doesn't roll. If there's anything to roll for.
Don't forget to relax every once in a while as well, obviously. Under the circumstances, very hard, but can't be tense all the time, otherwise you're going to pull something.
Need to keep tabs at least. Have a good night.
Good night.
That's good enough. Just enough to get clean. Why am I closing the door? I'm already undressed. Probably should dry off first, but I'm in a hurry. Listen, Les, I'm not trying to take advantage. I'm just rather coin poor right now. This is the last of what I have. Just two small copper, but in my
Keep it.
hand.
You didn't even take any supplies of soap.
Well, I'll save it for next time, perhaps. I'll put it towards the fund.
Alright. I wish you well. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
There's some weird noises I heard when I was last out there. Take care of yourself. Don't wander in the dark.
I'll try. No, that's not mine. This one was mine. You know, I wish I was the person that thought of these. This elegant shape, and they sold so many of them.
This is true.
Whoever designed these, I'm sure they're doing very well now.
I'm sure.
Have
Although
a good
these
night.
days all I could do is someone had to just copy it. But
Truly. So dark. This doesn't work. I'm sure I could find my way back. Just hug the wall. Lamp doesn't work. Just path right here. I can see some light. Just have to find my way to the farmhouse.
Get your sword. You're walking me to Lily's. I gotta bring her a bottle of wine.
I'm sorry, sir. Does the door happen to be unlocked? I was wanting to see if I could retire. I don't want to interrupt your time with the lady, but
Here's a key.
just like that. Right, I won't betray your trust. Thank you. I couldn't bring any leftovers today, unfortunately. But that's fine. That's fine. This lantern doesn't work. I can't. Oh, come on. Why doesn't my lantern? I'll just keep walking. My lantern stopped working. I'm fine. I promise. It's just. I'm sure it's right over here. If I can just. Okay, just put this down. It's okay. That's the door. Okay. There's a key. If I remember, the door swung this way. Okay. Oh. That was incredibly lucky. Why does it feel so strange being here? Like it was a home of some kind. Maybe in another life I was here. Mugs for two, perhaps him and the woman. I'm too tired. I'm just gonna lie down. Make sure the key is somewhere safe with me.
Fast, and I put it
Yeah.
inside of a ball. That's all you.
Yes. That's exactly how I explained it. Q, I can tell you.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, dude, you
how
realize the
Tang
way
got-
I've described the way I've described you, and when you made Tally's leg, is that you have some in you already. So you haven't invented
Yeah.
it. You just like rediscovered it.
All I do is just look at shit and think of how it could be useful.
That's literally all of science,
That's
except
what
for the experiment,
engineering
except for the
and science
theoretical part.
is, yes.
When is
I
he gonna
mean,
start to
Look
sell
at this.
weighted
also-
dice?
How can I take God's creation and make them my own?
Yeah, that's what Tang is doing with magic. How can I look at this weird mystical fuck shit and turn it into something logical?
Make a small Tang that looks exactly like him.
I mean, that's actually what he was going to do.
Oh,
no,
no, you're not making. You're not
anytime-
making a mini me. Shut up.
No, I'm making figurines.
We do
Oh,
not
okay.
gnaw
I
on
thought
our
you meant
kitty.
something.
A mini.
gotta-
No, I'm not
I
making
also
a
have
tiny
this
autonomous
one.
robot.
I'm
I'm not making a transformer.
Oh,
I told him to hold steady. I'll talk with the major, because it's a big no-no to assault an officer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
So,
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a little model on that.
Unless he's got a really good fucking reason, and he didn't, from what I heard.
Sanders? That guy murdered one of
Kind of.
the other Imperials when he was supposed to just detain him.
Did Sanders have a good
Then
day?
maybe it was such a good reason.
He's having his
Oh
day.
no, there is. It's definitely a good reason. It's an AWOL. It was an AWOL. Imperial.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Ronald
no,
York.
That was also the shit.
there's no use
AWOL?
detaining
He was
you.
at-
Because you don't.
He was at the clinic.
That's,
He wasn't AWOL, he was
he was an
Fubar.
embassy Imperial. That was supposed to be at the embassy.
Made the anagram intentionally, but I highly doubt that he'd put the entire character around that. Maybe it was something to throw you off. Who knows?
Maybe it was like,
I don't know.
I know Andre overthinks things.
I am Ronald York. Stick, quick actions, back, custom. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dogs. Drasker, Shinfo, Mr. Brunswick. Qin, Melithra, Ascendant. Axiom, Chicago Cat. Zedon, Leandro. I always loved the elegance of letters. Who was the person who got to decide what an F looks like, what an I looks like, what an E sounds like? E. E. F-I-N-I-S-H-E-D. Shit. Shit left here. My good friend Baylock. My good friend Baylock. Corner's empty. Town is empty. Moon is promising. Oh, someone left. How careless, someone left their lantern here. Maybe the tavern's closed. What do my senses tell me? Tis strange, but a few years ago, a new blacksmith came to town. And he was supposedly but a tradesman. But then we find out he's Lord Erhart. And at around the same time, Baker named Ladia. She turns out to be, well, I forget the details, but now she's a clinic, dressed like a noble. It's like, what is going on around here? Surely these things are connected. Where do I want to go today? Where should I go tonight? The streets would be safer if the shops kept later hours.
Silver. Silver 50.
Silver 50. Yep, iron arrows.
I will do 2 bundles of iron arrows.
Oh. Very well. Alright, I can just get... Yeah. I can pop... Yeah, this will take a moment. I have a few...
No, do not rush yourself. We are here to relax.
Yes, talk business here, but you don't have to do...
We can talk plenty. I will get you coin after we are done soaking.
Okay, thank you.
Sound good?
Ah, that's perfect.
You're up and Nancy,
appreciate the
Ashmael.
advice.
Do not worry.
Well, yeah. Basically, well, I mean, it's the way I've survived as long. It's being an Ishmael if you have to make... Ready to make...
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, there's a lot of people that aren't too...
Did you need anything?
...accustomed to my kind, so...
Well,
It is fine.
what would be a recommended fragrance of soap?
Oh,
I forget.
biased to lavender.
Lavender it is. I should
Works
have
quite well.
one. Very good. Oh, my friend, Baylock.
Oh no!
Fancy to see you here. Thank goodness you're taking this
well.
time to taking this time to relax. At last.
It's such a
Yes,
chore.
yes,
I know, I have to crook
for
my
it.
finger and everything.
Here,
Do you
allow me to
wish
catch
for
up
a
with my
drink?
friend. I'll leave a moment.
Oh, sure.
You see,
How have you been, friend?
I've been well enough. It's been rather quiet recently, but
Not,
the days
No,
days
just-
pass like hours, the hours
but,
like
you know,
minutes.
it never hurts to offer the other person a drink.
That they do.
I'll drink from the bottle. Hospitality, you have shown me plenty.
Well, it's
Give
good
me a
seeing
sec-
you in good health. I know it's...
Give me a
That's
moment
fine.
to settle
Take
in.
your, take your time.
Very true.
If I were bad at hospitality, I would not be a very good bathhouse.
See, what I like about this place is they're very dutiful about keeping everything clean, everything very warm, and even when the place was
throw
about,
that at me
even
and
when
it
the
won't
town
bother
was
me.
about to be sacked,
I would never.
they still
Actually, don't.
worked so dutifully.
Yes.
I'm slick, but I'm not that slick. You're gonna knock me on.
It's-
something in the water.
They're definitely the diligent
Oh,
bunch,
yes,
that's
and
for
I am
certain.
not nearly as strong as you are. It would take quite a deal of effort for you.
I don't know. Look at. Do not. Do not.
You have
put
any
yourself
news?
Down. I think you have.
Your shop doing
you
well?
definitely have something
Not much.
going on there.
Get better.
I see. A
Good,
little bit
good.
of muscle. I'm starting to work it
I'm
out
just-
whenever I get water in the morning from the well.
Laying low, so to speak, but
Oh,
still
yeah?
getting a lot of
Lots
biz
burn
done.
that thing, yes.
I
And
bet
if I'm
it
lucky,
does. How big are the buckets?
there'll be
if you
brighter,
use here?
brighter days ahead of me. Things go
Well, the
according.
bucket that,
Surely.
that he
How about
traded
you?
in was one of them. We have to refill the
Still
basin.
finding more experiences in your travels? Finding new things?
Eve is
Well.
probably the strongest of
Travels,
us, so
that's
she
not
is
such
no
a bad
problem, but
idea
I'm
now
sure
that the roads are free from
I'm
the
sure the
robber
muscles
barons men, free from the
here
civil
in the
unrest.
next, week or so will be
Maybe
so much more
perhaps-
noticeable.
Mayhaps I may
I see.
take
Then I
again
can
to travel, but it's
attract a
still
whole new
maybe
clientele.
it's still I believe it's
I
still
think,
I am
your
not
previous
I
clientele
don't
will
believe I'm
stick
finished
around.
with Nautis yet, so
Oh, that's
I'll
good.
still be in
Wouldn't wanna
town
change
a
too
fair
much
while.
about myself, huh?
But I
Alright,
wonder where would I go
Oh, that's
if I were
good.
to leave.
But change is good, no?
What if I said
Chronos-
Beautiful.
What if I said Blackrock was
Oh,
nice
Blair
this
now?
time of year?
Is,
That's a joke, my friend.
the changing of the leaves.
Okay, yeah. You had me scared
Blackrock
for a
is
second.
Blackrock hasn't been nice for a fair
We all have
bit.
different stages in our life. Different things
Good.
inform us. We change along
But,
with them, or we
well,
don't.
welcome to stop by the shop. You're always
People that
welcome.
usually don't have
It was good talking to you.
Truly, truly.
You go with the flow of the water. You cannot fight the raging current of life.
Always find it easier to enjoy the ride than
But
worry
So,
about where you're going.
fortunately, my
If you
time may be built
are-
up.
A season.
Oh, I caught you late then.
Season would you be?
Well, that's
Yeah, just
fair.
a bit, unfortunately.
It is a tough one.
Sorry, it's
I would say
timing's.
at this particular point.
Well, you,
Times time
I
doesn't work
I
with you,
imagine
but against you.
I imagine you to be an early bird, whereas I'm more as like I'm more as a night owl. I work
see.
We birth
I
from
work during the
You do
evening. I
have
stay
that,
up, and usually when you see me,
It is a word in common.
you're pretty much
It slips my
one of the
tongue.
first things I do in the morning. Then I probably
You
take a
have
nap,
that,
and
breath of fresh air to you.
I just seem.
Aw,
It just seems I work
thank you.
towards the end and
Yes.
over the end of the day.
For having the sixth
Well, that means now is the most important time to relax.
Truly.
Rest your muscles, rest your mind. Approach the day tomorrow with fresh pep in your step, as they say.
Well, it is already
What
tomorrow
are
for
you
me.
torn between?
Oh, it's about to be for me. So, unfortunately, I do have to. Bye for the night.
Changing of the leaves.
Right,
Good catching up with
Isabella.
you, friend.
It was wonderful.
But
Truly.
winter calls
Thank
to
you.
me. I enjoy
Winter is very necessary.
winter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't tell anyone else, but the real reason I like winter is it's so much easier to shoot the prey. All right.
Oh, I'm sure. They're fatter.
They're fatter. I do hunt. Yes. Well, when you travel as much as I do, hunting becomes almost a necessity. Here, I'll strike you with the question. I'll let you decide what season I am. After he finishes, I will ask you what it is. What season are you?
Let's see.
Try-
guess I would say like
Not to interrupt,
spring,
try
I guess?
summer.
You
Yeah, I'll say
strike me
spring.
as a summer gentleman. Ah, spring is good as well. I see a
Ever
recurring theme in this bathhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Well, well, unfortunately, I have to retire for the night. But hope you all have a wonderful pleasure.
As long as your
And
version
I'll-
of retiring includes rest.
It does. It does. I have early morning tomorrow, but I'll be catching you next time, and I'll be catching you first
Of
thing
course.
tomorrow for your order. And can I get your name
Yes.
one more time? Sorry.
Oh, would you like my last name or would you like my first? Or both?
Whichever you prefer. Whichever you're comfortable with.
Caladwin Moongrace. Pleasure.
Pleasure as well, Mr. Calden. Well, in that case, hope you all have a wonderful evening. Hopefully, brighter stars in your future.
No, thank you so much. Be safe on your way
I'll leave
home.
the mug. Thank you. I'll leave the mug over here.
All right, I'll get to it. I promise.
He seems like the finicky type.
Strange.
I like him though. Typically those are good with their hands.
Unfortunately, he's had a string of some bad luck lately, but hopefully it's turning.
It's just... Feels like this whole place has a bunch of bad luck. So, what is your thought?
I admit I struggle with the question myself. But I feel like you would be a winter. The
You
one who
think?
braves the season that most people don't want to. You strike me as
flatter
someone
me.
who does what is necessary, not what is comfortable.
Well, you do have something right there. But I hate being cold. Ugh, I will never
yes,
love
I
being
like
cold.
Well, it's better than being too hot because you can always keep putting things on to become warmer. But when you get too hot,
That is very much, that's true. That is true. Yeah, you can only take so much off, and then at some point
exactly,
you're
and
just
then
naked.
that's it. Yeah. And
Right,
That's it.
and you're like, I can't take off my skin. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
I wish
exactly.
to, I cannot take it off. It is very true.
Did you want anything? I did not mean to neglect you.
Oh, that soap would be nice.
Oh yes, I so apologize. I will be right back.
You're fine. If you wish to try a new soap, I have a sandalwood soap
Oh.
that I carry with me.
Did you want to try sandalwood or did you want the lavender?
Oh, you work here as well, sir.
No, it is my own soap I carry with me so I can clean myself.
But it wouldn't be the same. We would not be sharing the same bar, would we?
I mean, I guess I could cut it in half for you. I would not care if we shared the same bar. I do not think you are grosser than I am.
No, I'll just take the lavender, please.
All right.
I throw the offer out there. Save you money.
Hell, filthy.
So, what is your name?
My name, sir, is Ronald York. I am a traveler, and if pressed, I could be a trader, but I just wander and see the sights. Thank you.
No
I see
problem.
then.
And you, sir, what's your tale? What's your story?
That is a very, very long story to
Well,
tell.
truly. Well, give us... Well, start with maybe what you ate today. What you enjoyed today.
Well, my morning rose at the chirping of the birds. There, I had awoken underneath the tree I decided to call my home that night.
What a quaint life.
It had kept me away from the light night drizzle of rain.
So sickening.
I decided I did not want to cook anything or start a fire. I felt like the area I was around was, though moist, still full of kindle that could catch flame. I just ate some rations. Speaking of which, my belly growls.
Hungry again already. It seems to be... You know, one thing I wonder is that... You see who we are, obviously, points to his ears. I just wonder why we are regulated to the same cycles that the shorter-lived do as well. It just feels so tiresome to have to sleep every day, eat every day. I've tried. I've tried to break the cycle.
I guess it's a small blessing to experience the mortality that other races do have.
But why is that?
We live for so long. We will not know what it's like to die old.
Well, I heard it can happen.
I long for that feeling.
I've heard it can happen, but it's exceedingly rare. And yet we go along our days trying to emulate these people who only live as long as a breath of warm air on a cold day. And...
Isn't that beauty in itself, though? Perhaps me and you see different, but I feel their every moment might be their last, so they live it as so.
I feel it's a mismatch. I feel like I'm living in a different body that I should. But anyway...
I see.
But anyway, about yourself, what about... Were you able to get what you wanted done for the day, or just recently? Oh, you seem to be having a great time. Well, what do you think of Notice?
Yes, without a doubt. So far, it has been an interesting place to grace my presence with. But other than that, I believe it is going to be fun to stay here for a bit.
We try to make an impression.
Well, everyone
feel
does
sick.
make a decent one so far. Minus the Counts of Ashurus, servants of Ash. Sorry, I forgot to let go of your hand when we were over there. I was so scared I was going to slip and fall.
Oh, you're leaning on me for support. I see.
Shall I not? Will you not catch me if I fall?
Hello? Yes?
I do not trust him with the servants of
They
Ash.
knock at the door. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just hearing things.
Maybe we're all just a little crazy.
That is entirely a possibility.
Continue, sorry. I zoned out for a second. Servants of Ash had scared me. What is the question that you asked me?
I don't remember. Something about if you had filled your daily desires, or whatever you consider your reason for coming here.
Desires are to be consumed and enjoyed in moderation.
Truly.
Or earned. Desires are to be earned. We desire to eat, but eating should be earned. We desire to sleep, sleeping should be earned. It should not be as simple as just you know.
No, that is rather sensible.
Which rocks did you get off today?
For if a person were to just be handed whatever they wanted, without having to earn it, without having to work for it, they would just merely consume. They would just...
They would expect to have it.
Unfortunately, there are those who are that way.
Quite many. Sadly.
Interesting.
I do say, being in the water has relaxed my legs.
Good. I mean, that's working.
I have a audio request for you. You do not mind. Ooh, you seemed interested in the audio request. In my bag. On the side pouch. Not where the little vials are, but the one to the left of that. Could you please grab me that sandalwood water soap?
Alright, sure. You were in
In
the
character.
right room, I believe?
I don't know why, but I
Yes,
hate
ma'am.
him so much.
That is correct.
Right. One moment.
Maybe it was whoever knocked on that door. You heard it too, or was that my imagination?
No, I heard it. I dare not leave this place tonight, though. Especially with the world of the Silent of Ash, or whatever they call them. No! Do not go out there.
Okay. Who to knock on the door and not come in, though?
Do not. Especially with the word of the servants of Ash. They will kill you. And no one will see you, or no one will care once you are gone.
What?
How about...
We don't have a lock for the door. Should we do something?
I have an idea, Lass.
No, they cannot go inside.
Try knocking on the door from your side.
Okay.
I guess the less communication, probably the better. But I will never... you do not have to listen to me. I just don't want to see you hurt is all. Or anyone else.
I mean, I would not want to see me hurt either. I will assume if it is a patron that they can open the door. I suppose.
At the same time, there's nothing stopping them from opening the door and doing as they wish.
Thank you. I did not mean to bark that at you. You do not deserve
No,
that.
no. It is totally fine. I would rather someone warn me if they know what's going on, and I don't.
Just wish not for anyone to get hurt tonight.
That is the same wish. Is what worries me, but I cannot keep track of everybody that's out there.
We cannot control it. Yeah, like a raging storm. We can control the here and now, though.
That is true. But I confess I am curious, what are these things that you speak of?
I've
heard the name.
They are, they're
I-
like me.
I've heard it's not. I've heard it's not a happy existence. But I'm curious to hear your perspective on it.
Torture. Forever bound to one chain. The one that makes you and the one that breaks you.
What is
It's
their
not
purpose?
a fun existence. To do whatever their master bids. If the master says kill, then they kill. The master
Why would
says
they be
eat,
here?
then they eat. The master says steal, they will steal. They will do whatever their master says. Here, I do not know why they are here. Must mean that their master is here.
That can't be good for any of us.
It cannot. You care for a wash?
Oh, I typically take mine at the end of the night. Not a bother, I promise. Unless you're saying I stink.
No, I would never say that. I was simply offering because I have it out now, and I was saying, do you like this smell? I got it off of a merchant on the way here. No, you do not do that to me.
Best
You
way
do
to
not
lighten the mood,
stink. I was offering the bar, so.
I will happily try the sandalwood, yes.
I will get your back. You can always get anything else you'd like.
Well,
Of course, test it on your skin and make sure it feels alright.
I'm not encountering any problems so far. One of our girls likes to make different scents of incense. Has been playing quite a bit with them, so I feel like if I was allergic to some of those things, I would know by now.
It is smart. Perhaps I need to talk with them. Especially about these smells. My nose is quite sensitive.
Well, it's in I mean, I can't speak to what they're working on. You wouldn't mind.
Of course.
But they've made a couple different ones so far. I think they use some herbs, different things to make them, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what.
Let me know if at any point I am getting too close to your ass.
Given my profession, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Of course, but I like to respect a lady.
So crass.
I'm a man, but I'm not like any other man. I don't, you know, I'm not going to just jump
Remember,
onto the
these
horse
comments
like
are I see his thoughts.
I see.
Coco's very awesome.
Well, I thank you for your manners. Thank you.
Superficial
I
love.
know that you smelled bad before, but you smell quite good now. I'm partial though, because I smell like it as well.
Now you're
Skin
trying to cover
level
ahead of
feelings.
time. I see, you learn quickly.
Wow, no, it is not like that, I promise. It isn't. I swear.
I'm going to...
Look,
It's fun
I'll
to
even put my
see
pinky
you
on
squirm a
it.
little. I believe you.
Ah,
Squirm a little.
that feels better.
We could do like Oh, you have not done that one before, have you?
No.
Watch, tis a thing as wood elves do. Take your hand. Whichever one you're comfortable with. Right, make a peace sign. Then you interlock hands like that. And similar to a pinky. Make a pinky promise.
Probably should dry off first, but I'm impatient.
Something more, get personal. You're like, they say you have two fingers. You're
Oh,
muscle.
time to put a stop to
The
this.
one to point out the things in the world, and the one to tell things to go away. You know?
Oh, I see. Both sides of the spectrum. Should you be going out there?
I didn't hear you, ma'am. One moment. Hello?
He's knocking. See if it comes back. But these three fingers
Could I interest you in low-priced
are the most
goods?
important for archery. A lot of archers will taunt their enemy.
Well then.
They will throw up.
Is this it? Do I meet my end out here? No. Oh, almost forgot.
Sanders didn't take a horse or walked. He took a ferry. Took a Seto.
It's like, I'm watching you, Sanders.
I knocked back on the door
Steven,
from the inside.
No, the worst part, Church,
Oh, yeah, you mean-
is we.
Yeah.
The worst part, Church.
You looked at your door.
No, I
You
didn't.
looked at your door. Yes, you did.
No, it's a
Yes,
lie.
you
No,
I saw your
my
head go.
door is over there.
Yeah.
My door's over there. I looked over there towards my computer to see Monica jacking a pole. What the fuck?
Would you?
Huh? Flonica?
Would you have done anything if they had answered the door?
Oh, I mean, if they went out there, I would have just been like on the rooftop above, just looking down at them.
Okay, so I actually came out. You probably saw me
Oh,
wandering
I would
out
have
there.
just been, I would have just been watching you in the darkness, just.
I did say hello. Is there anything I could interest you in? Any goods?
But no, the funniest thing. On top of the tavern at Casino.
So King Scourge, the wooden sword.
Oh wait.
Dwight it is something that Dwight had borrowed from Jack.
You will never know.
For practice. It was under his bed.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Hello,
Gray sets. You'll never know.
Yo!
There was a
Good to see you.
servant of Ash watching you.
No.
Who kept an eye on your ass. And a certain.
Oh no, I was answering him. I was answering King Scourge. Give me a second. No, he never could be it back. There's a wooden practice sword.
Wow. He never asked for it. And that's all he needs. Nah.
But Dwight
nah,
practiced
but
with
you're
it like one time,
all I
and that's
need.
it.
That's my Costas belly right there.
I'm gonna
Come
turn my
here,
stream off.
Sanders.